A relationship is not a place to escape from life, but a place to embrace life. Unknown. This quote serves as a powerful reminder that relationships are not mere refugees from life's challenges, but rather opportunities to grow, evolve, and face life's ups and downs together. They are complex, dynamic, and deeply intertwined with the needs and desires of both partners. In any relationship, these needs take on a life of their own, influencing how the connection flourishes or falters. Healthy and unhealthy needs play a significant role in shaping the quality of the bond, and understanding them is key to a thriving partnership. Healthy needs like trust, respect, and emotional support strengthen the foundation of a relationship, while unhealthy needs like control, insecurity, and dependency can chip away at it, causing cracks that may eventually cause it to crumble. The needs we bring into a relationship, whether consciously or subconsciously, can determine whether the relationship grows and flourishes or becomes strained and toxic. These needs come from our personal experiences, upbringing, and even our past relationships. A relationship becomes a delicate balancing act when both partners' needs, desires, and boundaries are considered and respected. If we fail to understand what healthy needs look like, we may unknowingly bring in toxic patterns that can undermine the partnership. On the other hand, if we recognize and fulfill each other's healthy needs, we create a space for love, support, and mutual growth. Relationships become a reflection of the emotional investments both individuals put into nurturing their bond, and how well they are willing to compromise and align their needs. To maintain a thriving relationship, it's essential to understand the difference between healthy and unhealthy needs. This understanding helps to promote a harmonious dynamic where both partners feel heard, respected, and valued. Without this awareness, relationships can spiral into patterns of unmet expectations, misunderstandings, and frustrations. In this speech, we will explore the contrast between healthy and unhealthy needs, uncovering how each can shape the trajectory of a relationship. By recognizing and addressing these needs, we can build stronger, more fulfilling partnerships that support personal growth while nurturing mutual love and respect. 1. Healthy needs in a relationship. Emotional support. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. This quote beautifully captures the essence of emotional support in relationships. In a healthy relationship, emotional support is the cornerstone that allows both partners to feel safe, loved, and understood. When we feel safe enough to be vulnerable, we allow ourselves to express our deepest fears, desires, and challenges. Emotional support is not just about offering a shoulder to cry on, but about truly understanding, listening, and validating each other's feelings. Partners should create a space where emotions can be shared without fear of judgment or rejection. Mutual understanding, active listening, and emotional validation are key components of this support, enabling partners to navigate both joy and sorrow together. By offering emotional support, a couple fosters a deep connection that transcends superficial interactions and creates a strong, empathetic bond. Respect and trust. Trust is built with consistency. Lincoln Chafee. Trust and respect are two pillars that hold a relationship steady, ensuring it remains stable and secure. A lack of trust undermines the foundation of any partnership, while respect builds an environment where both individuals feel valued and seen. Trust is the belief that your partner will honor their words and actions without causing harm, while respect is recognizing and appreciating each other's differences. In a healthy relationship, respect is shown through kindness, understanding, and appreciation of one another's autonomy and individuality. Without respect, feelings of insecurity and resentment begin to fester, leading to mistrust and emotional distance. When trust is present, both partners feel confident in expressing themselves without fear of betrayal or deceit. Healthy relationships nurture this trust by consistently acting in ways that align with their partner's values and needs, creating a bond that is reliable and unbreakable. Personal growth. The greatest gift you can give someone is the opportunity to be themselves. Unknown. In a healthy relationship, Personal growth is nurtured alongside shared growth as a couple. A supportive partner encourages the other to pursue their passions, dreams, and goals while still being there to offer encouragement and guidance when needed. Rather than stifling one another's individuality, healthy relationships provide the freedom for both partners to grow into the best versions of themselves. Personal growth in a relationship is about fostering an environment where each person's aspirations are not only accepted but actively supported. By encouraging each other's development, whether through education, career advancement, or emotional maturity, partners help create a relationship that evolves with time. A partnership that focuses on individual growth fosters deeper respect and love, as both individuals feel empowered to pursue their unique journeys while walking together. Communication. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Peter Drucker. Communication is the lifeblood of any healthy relationship. It's not just about what is said, but how it's said, and more importantly, what isn't being said. Open, honest, and transparent communication fosters clarity, reduces misunderstandings, and helps resolve conflicts effectively. In healthy relationships, partners engage in ongoing conversations that honor each other's needs, boundaries, and desires. This form of communication requires active listening, where both partners truly hear each other and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively or defensively. Misunderstandings are inevitable, but open dialogue allows partners to discuss their concerns, seek clarification, and come to mutual agreements that strengthen their bond. Healthy communication involves both speaking your truth and being receptive to the other's feelings, creating an environment where both partners feel heard, respected, and understood. 2. Unhealthy needs in a relationship. Control and manipulation. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Carl Jung. In unhealthy relationships, one partner often seeks to control or manipulate the other, either emotionally or physically. This need for control stems from insecurity, fear, or a desire to dominate the relationship, ultimately undermining the balance of power. Manipulation is a subtle but dangerous form of control, often disguised as concern or love. It involves using guilt, fear, or intimidation to elicit a certain response from the other person, distorting the dynamic of the partnership. Over time, this manipulation can erode trust and self-esteem, creating an environment where one partner feels powerless and unable to express their true feelings. For example, guilt-tripping a partner into doing something they're uncomfortable with or using fear tactics to control their actions damages the emotional health of the relationship. True love should empower individuals, not trap them in cycles of emotional or psychological control, insecurity, and dependency. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself, asked Michel de Montaigne. Insecure and dependent behavior can create a toxic imbalance in relationships where one partner constantly seeks reassurance and validation from the other. When this need for external validation becomes overwhelming, it compromises the emotional health of both individuals. Dependency stems from a lack of self-worth, and when one partner relies too heavily on the other for emotional stability, the relationship can become a burden rather than a partnership. For example, constantly seeking reassurance or approval can leave the dependent partner feeling helpless, while the other may feel drained and overwhelmed by the constant emotional demands. This unhealthy dependency stifles personal growth and leaves both partners unable to thrive independently, causing an unhealthy attachment that leaves both feeling unfulfilled and disconnected. To maintain a healthy relationship, both individuals must nurture their own self-worth and emotional stability so that their connection is one of mutual support rather than imbalance and dependency, disrespect, and betrayal. Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Unknown. Disrespect and betrayal are among the most damaging, unhealthy needs in a relationship, undermining the foundation of trust and security that a partnership should be built upon. When one partner is dishonest, breaks promises, or betrays the other's trust, the bond between them is severely compromised. Disrespect can manifest in many forms. belittling, dismissive behavior, or taking the other person for granted. Betrayal, whether through infidelity or dishonesty, is often the ultimate violation of trust in a relationship. This breach of trust is not easily repaired, and it leaves lasting emotional scars that may be difficult to heal. For example, repeatedly lying to your partner or cheating on them breaks the unspoken agreement of trust that every relationship requires to thrive. While apologies can be made, the damage caused by betrayal can create lasting doubts and insecurities, leading to a toxic cycle of mistrust and emotional pain. Lack of boundaries. Good fences make good neighbors. Robert Frost. Boundaries are essential in every relationship as they establish the emotional and physical space needed for each partner to feel secure and respected. A lack of boundaries, where one partner disregards the other's need for space or autonomy, can lead to emotional exhaustion and resentment. When one partner is constantly texting, checking in, or pressuring the other for time and attention, it stifles individuality and creates an unhealthy dependence. Personal boundaries are not about creating distance, but about recognizing and honoring each other's need for personal space and time. Without these boundaries, one partner may feel suffocated, while the other may feel neglected or resentful. For example, constantly demanding attention, invading privacy, or being overly possessive undermines trust and breeds discomfort within the relationship. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect for boundaries, allowing each person the freedom to be themselves while still being emotionally present for each other. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and to let it come in. Maury Schwartz. This beautiful quote emphasizes the essence of love in a relationship, not just giving, but also receiving with an open heart. The foundation of any successful relationship lies in understanding and respecting each other's needs, healthy and essential elements that nurture love, trust, and connection. It's essential to recognize that relationships are complex, and no relationship is without its challenges. However, the key to overcoming these obstacles lies in the awareness of what we need from each other, as well as the willingness to adapt, compromise, and work together to foster a supportive and fulfilling partnership. Healthy relationships require effort and mindfulness, but they also bring immense rewards in the form of growth, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. While unhealthy needs can create obstacles, they can also be transformed with dedication and understanding. The ability to communicate openly, set boundaries, and build trust creates an environment where both partners can thrive, both individually and as a couple. It's important to remember that the best relationships are those where both individuals are equally invested in maintaining their health, emotional well-being, and mutual respect. The journey may not always be easy, but with love and commitment, it is always worth it. As we move forward in our relationships, let us strive to be the partners who encourage health, respect, and growth, creating a space where both individuals feel heard, supported, and valued. Let's challenge ourselves to be the change we wish to see in our relationships, fostering an environment that celebrates both individual and shared journeys. By doing so, we can build connections that are not only enduring, but also enriching, uplifting, and deeply fulfilling.